that, Cassidy. Okay, keep an eye open for Ely arriving because I need to press the button to let her come in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just interrupt me if you see her over there. So, the air signs are important to me because I've got, may come as a surprise to everyone, I've got a Gemini moon. not that I've ever mentioned. Oh, here she is. She's here, right? Marvellous. This is a lovely, cosy little party. I like it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows their astrology, which is really, really nice. So we're doing the air signs. So I've got an Aquarius sun and a Gemini moon. And Lily, aren't you Libra rising? Yeah. Anybody else got air?
Yeah, I'm an Aquarius.
I think Cassidy, you're Aquarius, aren't you? Oh, she's on mute. Wait a minute.
Cassidy is Aquarius with a Gemini moon.
Yeah.
Right?
Same as me. Gemini rising. That's right. Cassidy.
Moon,
yeah.
not rising. You're Leo rising. Cassidy, I know your astrology better than you. What's going on?
Moon. So she's exactly the same as me. Actually, it's obvious that Cassidy's the same as me because we're just so similar. We are so...
Yes, we could.
Right. Okay, right. So what is the advice for how to handle or how to do the full moon ritual or the focus on the full moon to make the most of this full moon in Capricorn on Sunday? If you have a significant air sign, so that would be in Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, who have we lost? Svetlana. Oh no, she's back. Right, she's back. Okay, so anybody with Gemini in the sun, moon or rising, or Libra, sun, moon or rising, or Aquarius, sun, moon or rising, what is the message for this full moon in Capricorn on Sunday, 5th of July? Okay, Gemini moon, me, Cassidy. Any other Gemini relevant? No? Oh God, Cassidy. Okay. Well, I think I was doomed from the start because I was on a downer about this full moon right from the off, let's face it. And I get the 5 of Pentacles for my rising sign, and now for my Gemini moon that I am so happy about, I've got get plenty of sleep, try not to kind of have a million things going on in your head all at the same time, which is a really, really hard thing to say to a Gemini moon person whose brain is kind of like going like the clappers all the time. I've just got this feeling I'm not going to be able to sleep that night. And I kind of like feel, yes, I need to clear the things out of my head. I need to clear all the stuff out of my head, all the negative stuff. Got to get rid of it before I even attempt to go to bed on Sunday night, and maybe on Saturday night as well, because it kicks in early Sunday morning. Cassidy, you got any idea which card this is? Hang on, I can see some chat messages. Aquarius with Gemini rising. Right. Right, okay. Anyone, any guesses which card it is?
Nine of Swords?
4 of Swords?
9 of Swords reversed.
Oh, no, 9.
The 9 of Swords reversed. It's get rid of it. Actually use this Capricorn to get rid of all negative. I've had a lot of negative thoughts about all sorts of things that are not necessarily even my business. You know, just things to do with people that are not really affecting me directly, but I'm letting it bother me. So, be gone. Okay, so what about, pardon?
Be banished.
Be banished. Off with their heads. Okay, Libra. Oh, Sharon's going to wish she was here for this one. Sharon's favourite card, but it has come up reversed. Okay, so for the Libra people on this Capricorn full moon, I would say this is to do with, I know we're all a bit creative, and I mean, I don't know you very well, Ely, but everybody else that's here, I kind of personally know either very well or reasonably well. And I would say we if there's one thing we've all got in common, and I'm guessing this is going to apply to you as well, Ely, even though I don't really know you, we're all a bit quirky. We are all a little bit on the quirky side, which I absolutely love. But I feel that as a quirky person, I just assume that quirkiness is a lovable thing, and we have to accept the fact that not everybody is going to get it. Do you know what I mean? And there's just going to be, now and again, there's going to be people that just don't appreciate our quirkiness, like they don't get it. And we should kind of like accept that, you know, that maybe 99% of the people love our eccentricities and our differences and the fact that we're not quite sort of 9-to-5 run-of-the-mill people. But there are going to be exceptions to that just do not get it, that press that thumbs down dislike button or whatever, you know. And so we all kind of know how that feels. And that's the message that I'm getting for the Libras and your Libra rising, Lily. So you might be the only kind of person with sun, moon or rising in Libra, but I got the Page of Cups reversed, and I love the Page of Cups. It's Sharon's favorite card, right? He has come up reversed, and it's just, you can't please all the people all the time, and maybe when somebody is a little bit negative or just doesn't get you, don't let it get to you, kind of let it go. And if there is something going on at the moment that relates to that, just let it go, because not everyone's going to always agree with you. I mean, let's face it, not everyone approves of us doing this. I mean, the more I put things on Facebook, the more I get certain people come and be quite negative about it, you know, who just think it's all awful and evil and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I don't, oh no, I've had that about 3 or 4 times, because I've been advertising my workshops. I've had, about 3 or 4. Oh, says I've got people waiting, but that must be you. Yeah, no, I've had about 3 or 4 this week, kind of, you know, don't do this. One of them even posted up a video of something, you know, like what the Lord sort of says, you know, you know, we need to be educated, that the Lord says this is how we should be.
It's fire and brimstone, get ready.
So anyway, I am feeling, yeah, we all know that it's good, and we all feel we're all the more interesting and wise people because of it. I know I'm a much better person because of everything I've got from this. So the people that criticize it are the people that have never explored it and don't understand it. But we can't take it personally. We cannot take it personally. That's what I'm getting from the Libras. And the Libras like peace and harmony, don't they? They want to kind of like feel, you know, that the Libras can't do it on their own. It's all about sharing with other people. So, and not everybody's going to appreciate what you have to offer. Okay, finally, the Aquarians. Right, here we go. So me, you, Cassidy, anybody else got Aquarius in a significant place? Yes, right, okay. Okay, so Capricorn, full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about ambition, success, growth, all of that sort of thing. Yeah, Aquarius. I just feel there's a very similar kind of message here for Aquarius, in a sense, to the Page of Cups, but it's coming in a different sort of way. And I am feeling on this Capricorn full moon, maybe maybe your plans, you need to kind of recognize the fact that the bigger the plan and the more ambitious the plan, yeah, I've got it, okay, the more ambitious the plan and the bigger the plan, and in fact, because you're Aquarius, perhaps the more original the plan is and the more kind of out of the box the plan is, the longer it is actually going to take to kind of take root and actually kind of like start to grow. And you've just kind of got to accept it. You cannot just have a wonderful idea, expect everybody to jump all over it, and that you're going to be an overnight success. And this is going to be very much reminded on this Capricorn full moon. It's patience, patience, patience. I got the Queen of Coins in reverse. And I'm actually feeling this is, and I know this absolutely applies to me, and I know it applies to Cassidy, and I know Cassidy's kind of there and sort of like watching this, and I do feel we are going to have to kind of allow for the fact that our plans are going to kind of like not appeal to everyone, and they are going to take a while. And I do think we need to use this Capricorn full moon energy to remind ourselves that it is a big, ambitious plan, and it cannot be expected to all happen overnight. That's what I've got for the Aquarians. Yes, well, brilliant message, Mandy. Yeah, so we have to remind ourselves of that fact, because I just feel like when I get something and I think it's a good idea, I expect everybody else to think it's a good idea, and I expect it to be immediately kind of like there in front of me, but it takes time and it takes nurturing as well. So there you have it for the air signs. Okay, so water. Who's got any significant water?
Yes, me.
Svetlana, what have you got? Remind me.
My sun sign, Pisces.
Pisces sun.
Pisces.
Yeah. Lily, you've got some water, but it's not. Is it not? It's not the sun, moon, or rising. No. Yours is the Venus, I think, isn't it? Venus and Jupiter. Yeah. Okay. Ely, is it Ely or Ailey? I've forgotten.
Ailey.
Ailey, right? Yeah. Rising in Cancer. Okay. Yeah. You've got your moon in Cancer. Cassidy. Diana has a moon in Scorpio and Cancer rising. Oh, okay. So we've got some on the edge of our seats here. Yes.
Yes.
Mine's all done.
Okay. So this is for advice.
Yes.
For anyone thinking of doing any kind of moon work. On or close to July 5. For the full moon in Capricorn, who also has either the sun or the moon or the ascendant in one of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. What should you focus on ideally for your moon work? Cancer. Okay. Justice reversed.
Oh.
Hmm. Okay, I think Cancer probably because you pick up a lot on surrounding energies, and you get really affected by scenes of suffering and injustice, whether it's something you read or see or hear. Try not to focus too much on the imbalances, the imbalances between the negative and the positive that you see around you, the fair and the unfair. And try to have some more faith that the balance will be redressed in the longer term. Don't base your manifestation on a kind of hasty, kind of vindictive attitude toward the world. That's what I'm getting here. Like, I feel like there's a bitterness in this card. There's like a philosophical kind of bitterness in it, and that it would be better not to let that kind of, as deep-seated as it is, just not to let it direct your manifestation in a direction that might actually not be so balanced or philosophical or spiritually spiritually balanced, spiritually sound. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for that, for Cancer. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Wow. Queen of Pentacles upright.
Oh.
I'm sensing a lot of worrying here. So, okay. People with the Scorpio signature energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I think you have something that you really value a lot that you're already attached to. You're worried about losing it. You're worried about losing it. Anxiety. There's anxiety about losing it. Be okay. Be okay with letting that part of it. Okay, that part of the experience, it could be a relationship, and it's coming across strongly as a person valued or people valued. Those parts of the relationship that were of value, do not cast them away. Those that are no longer of value to you, accept that the time has come to cast them away, and that you will have to grieve for them. That's it. But I'm getting is that don't have a black and white attitude toward this complicated situation. Like, you're attached to something, you're feeling that you're not so sure it can or it should remain in your life for as much as you'd like it, for as long as you'd like it to. So keep in your memory what's good about it, and what isn't good about it, be prepared to let it go. So make a judgment call about whether the relationship is serving you or not. And if you decide that it isn't, you have to be prepared to let it go and to grieve. And if it is, if you decide that it is worth keeping, I think you're going to have to be quite patient to kind of to redress whatever is wrong with it, because this is something this is an issue that's been brewing for a long time. That's what I'm getting for Scorpio. Okay.
Cassidy.
So
oh, Diana has her moon in Scorpio. Okay.
Yeah. Pisces.
Yes.
Yes.
Knight of Wands reversed.
Oh. Be careful, Khalid. Svetlana works with horses.
I think Pisces, you've been frustrated because you've been feeling that the lockdown has been really kind of suppressing your instinct to just move around and explore and like absorb different types of experiences.
Yes, true.
And I feel like you've been feeling like it's kind of been sucking out some of the
Energy.
it's some of the, not the energy, but it's kind of been really restricting the potential of your imagination, right? And your hunger to kind of extend even your sense of self. Yes, to extend your sense of self outside, you know, and which is something you really need. You need physical exposure. You need exposure to physical locations, to other people. You need travel.
Yes.
In order to expand that sense of self. And being confined, I feel, has been just really, really building a lot of frustration in you. So for this manifestation, I think you need to like like write up a manifestation or visualize a manifestation which allows you to expand your sense of self and kind of release your imagination in spite of the confinement, the restrictions of the confinement. So, you know, it could be, I don't know, it could be writing a poem, like a very suggestive kind of poem, or like listening to a bit of cryptic kind of music, or watching a symbolic film that really has, it doesn't work. Okay, it's not structured according to a kind of a representational, realistic logic, you know, but there's like, it works through suggestion. It works through suggestion, and it works through kind of suggesting intersections between things that you normally are think of as unrelated, right? So I mean, look, what I'm saying is like, look for opportunities to kind of gear your vision, gear your inner eye towards those openings, you know, that bring in mystery, more mystery and magic into your surroundings, you know, so it just doesn't feel like, you know, my fire is just being drowned out, you know. Try to look for the magical in what's already around you. Try to attract that toward you. And I'm really happy Cassidy is here, because I think she'd be the person to help you out with that. Because she did the whole presentation about, you know, finding the magical within the mundane.
Oh, yes.
You know? Yes. So Cassidy, yeah, I just appointed you.
Is that video already posted, Cassidy?
I haven't seen it up yet. I don't think it has been posted yet.
Okay, when you notice it, let me know, and I'll make sure that Svetlana kind of is made aware of it, so she might remember it, because I know you came to the festival, didn't you, Svetlana? She definitely was there. Whether she was there for the whole thing or not, I'm not sure. Oh, she's frozen. Yeah, but anyway, that was great, Khalid.
Thanks.
Really great. Well, everybody, thank you very much for coming and being so patient with
Thank you so
our
much.
youth listeners. Just to say, I know Lily has commented because she's watched the Mars in Aries video. Did you see it, Ailey?
Was that the last one?
Yeah, the Mars.
Yes, I think
Mars
I
in.
did.
Did you watch it on Facebook or on YouTube?
Yeah, I watched it
Face-
on. Oh, no, it was YouTube. It was just after the event. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that's great. Yeah, I mean, if people could like those videos, it's just we're doing some YouTube advertising at the moment, and that is attracting people to put dislike. So we need to. So the people that do like it, please make sure that you give it the thumbs up, right? I don't even know if the people that are disliking it are actually even watching it, to be honest.
No, probably not, honestly.
But the point is, we need the likes from the people that do like it. But with the Mars has just gone into Aries for 6 months, so we will be doing more than one video about it, because it's quite a big deal, because it's going to be affected by different things during the course of that 6 months, such as when it goes retrograde, and I mean it squares Saturn in September and things like that. But anyway, the point is, we are doing this initial set of videos on just the fact that it has gone in there for 6 months, because it's normally only about 6 weeks in a sign, but it's actually going to be in there for 6 months. So it's quite a big deal. We did the Mars and how it affects the fire signs. We did that one this week, but we've still got to do how Mars going into its own sign of Aries is going to affect all of the other signs. And that is coming up sort of like literally, we'll probably do another one sometime this week, won't we, Khalid? I would have thought.
Yeah.
What do you think about having an audience like we've got tonight while we do it? Or do you want to do it? I'm just sort of ran through my head.
That's fine. Either way, could do it live or pre-recorded.
Yeah. Would anybody kind of like be willing to come and be in the audience for that if it happens to be when you're around?
Yeah.
For the Mars, so it'll probably be Mars in the Earth signs. I think probably we'll do next, how it's affecting the Earth signs. So yeah, well, what I'll do is I'll send you all a message to say this is when we're doing it, and then if anyone's available, then they're welcome to a gift from Zoom.
Oh,
right.
We don't have a time limit.
Yeah, but if anybody, we'll send you the Zoom link, and then if you happen to be around and you want to kind of sit in on it, and then it gives us someone to sort of refer to if anybody has got those signs. I don't know, it just makes it, I think it's quite nice. Just gives it a bit of a different flavour. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't tried that before.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice to have people present who know their astrology. I think rather than just sort of opening it up to sort of people that just haven't got a clue what we're talking about, you know. But if you're going to be there, the fact that you all know your placements. So if you are going to come, just check your chart so you know which sign your Mars is in, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to stop the recording.